Shalom, brothers and sisters. Sorry for being quiet, it's been rough. I'll touch on that. But right now, the EU and Israel are holding the first high-level talks in 10 years, people. The bloc seeks resumption of a political process that can lead to a two-state solution. This is what the EU foreign policy chief said, and this comes on the heels of the whole two-state comments made by Lapid and Biden at the 77th General Assembly. The European Union and Israel have held high-level talks for the first time in 10 years, with the bloc keen to press Yair Lapid on how to put in place a two-state solution to the conflict with the Palestinians. EU Foreign Policy Chief Josep Borrell said on Monday at the Association's Council meeting that he was encouraged by recent support for the outcome from Lapid, who took part in the talks by video conference. Monday's meeting marked the first of its kind between the two sides since July 2012. But while talks have resumed, the prospects still look slim. Israel's military occupation of the West Bank is in its 55th year. The last real peace talks ended in 2009, and critics say that growing Israeli settlements in the West Bank and elsewhere undermine any hopes for a two-state solution. Now, my point here is, why are they pushing Yair Lapid so hard to quickly wrap this up and get this deal done? Because there's elections coming in November this year, and Lapid is only an interim prime minister. He'll definitely be out unless something else happens. And he's hoping and fighting to try and make sure Netanyahu and his group doesn't get in again, because they'll overturn everything that he's busy working on right now. So a lot of tension and a lot of issues. And you know what? America very publicly and vocally said this is a fantastic idea when Lapid brought it up. And immediately, Hurricane Ian has proceeded to cause the most damage we've seen in history on the coast. And a lot of people have been affected. So I think it's dangerous to try and divide the land. And the Bible's quite clear on this. So Israel as well, not doing great. Violence is escalating and spiraling, threats on all sides since he started this. And I'll touch on it in another video, but they've just lost 100% of their maritime rights that they were pushing for. Judgment is coming, and judgment is falling, and people are going against what God wants because his voice is not sought in the matter. But yeah, it is interesting and it is big that the EU is having high-level talks to push this thing through. So keep an eye on that. It's going to get way more interesting in the days ahead. God bless. Shalom.